Well, hello. It is I, Mark Gilday from InsuranceSalesControl.com, InsuranceSalesControl.com, and today we're going to talk about the 4-step insurance leads blueprint. We're actually going to talk about two versions of it, the original format and how we've updated it to work in today's world. In the original format, that 4-step blueprint was very simple. We would send out a nice letter, and that letter would be a little bit different than a typical letter because it would have something attached to it. It may have been a dollar bill. It may have been one of these $1 million bills here, which everybody wants. I know they want the real one. It might have been $1 million bill or some other type of money or some other cool thing. And it would probably say something like that. You're probably wondering why I attached a $1 million bill to this letter. More about that later. And then they start talking about the value of money and the value of insurance. And they would have a nice letter that was copyrighted specifically to get them to take an action and ask to speak to one of their insurance agents. Well, then if they didn't respond, or the follow-up person at the agency called and they didn't respond, they sent another letter. And this letter was kind of interesting. It had maybe a bag, and in the bag it had some shredded money. Like you can get shredded dollar bills, a big bag on Amazon for like $5. And if you want a lot of Scotch tape, you might even be able to get some money back on that deal. But what they did was they attached a small little plastic Ziploc baggie type of thing with a bunch of this shredded money. And it would say, you know, we recently sent you a letter talking about the value of insurance and all the great things you can do with it, like putting your child through college, like paying off your mortgage or paying off your debt. And then what they would do is remind you that they had sent the other letter. And to take advantage of this opportunity and learn about the newest version of the handy dandy insurance that there is, we're going to be calling you again or reaching out to you. But we're going to make your experience better because we're going to do a little bit more. We're going to give you a financial needs analysis. We're going to show you how it all works out, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, if they didn't respond then, and the follow-up person didn't go and get any action when they called, they would send a third letter out. And that third letter would be kind of interesting. It would be an official envelope. It wouldn't be a bright envelope. It would be kind of a drab envelope, like I'm looking for the word manila, or that like beigeish color, you know, official company envelope type thing. And in the envelope would be a letter saying, you know, we're very confused and disappointed. We haven't heard from you yet. We sent you 2 previous letters. And they go ahead and they attach inside that envelope copies of the 2 previous letters. It kind of shrunk, but copies of the 2 previous letters. And they show some of the results of people that they're getting, like this person was able to take care of this challenge, this person was able to take care of this challenge, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we had these people come on, and now they got the letters and they didn't take any action. They would get a third mailing, and that mailing would actually be a postcard, and that postcard would say that we sent this letter out and you're going to miss out on the greatest insurance opportunity in the world, so please go ahead and get that. Now that's a 4-step system. Now why is the 4-step system kind of good? Well, it's not kind of good, it's actually really good. The reason is because this letter gets a lot of reaction, good reaction, if it's done right and if it's put together and segmented properly in the syntax I'm talking about. I know that's a computer term, but syntax means in the order of things to get them to take action. So the letter was good, but if they didn't respond, they would get a second letter. Now this was identified in the sales letter, How to Write a Great Sales Letter, the Ultimate Sales Letter Guide by Dan Kennedy. You should go get a copy of that book. If you don't have it, go get a copy of it. Look on the Amazons or the Barnes & Nobles and just go ahead and look at Dan Kennedy Sales Letter, and I'll show you where the book is. You get it for like $10, $12, I don't know, but it's worth tens of thousands of dollars when you understand this dynamic. So he figured that when you know, he was young, and we've all got this too, when you got a scenario like a bill collector coming after you, they're going to send you multiple times. Well, he figured out that they're going to send 3 letters and 3 collection letters, and then they're not. They're going to stop. And they figure, well, if it worked for them, it's going to work for him. And he cultivated it down to a science. So it's actually the 4-step process that he came out of it this letter gets the biggest, this letter gets the second biggest, which is pretty close to this letter gets the third biggest response, and the postcard gets people to say, oh, okay, yeah, I did, and gets some more. So this campaign, the 4-step campaign in direct marketing, direct mail, was getting the biggest results that they'd ever gotten. Just by sending one sales letter, you might have got out of 1,000, you may have gotten like 100 or 50 clients. But doing this 4-step process in direct mail, out of 1,000, you may get up to 200 instead of just 50. So you see how that works? And it doesn't cost a lot to do that. Now let's talk about social media. If we update this to the 21st century, because we're in the 21st century, and a lot of people may not think direct mail works, although they are extremely wrong, let's show how we would do this in social media, particularly using Facebook and a correct digital sales funnel to do all this. So we would have an ad, and the ad would be on Facebook, maybe have, a nice picture of somebody or somebody, talking with a video and a little bit of copy and a call to action here with what this is all about in a Facebook ad. So they go ahead and they would check out the Facebook ad, and they would say, oh, this looks like something that's interested in me. So what they would do is they click on the button and they go to what's called a landing page. Now the landing page would have a request for their information, and that information is what they're exchanging for this piece of information, whatever that piece of information is. The piece of information could be a checklist. The piece of information could be a video. The piece of information could be a book. And whatever it is, it has to be something that they want. So instead of the letter, they do the ad. They click on here, they get that, they get the piece of information they want, and then something happens. A lead is created, and that lead that's created is because they gave you their information for that. Now, they're taken to a landing page, a secondary landing page that we call a thank you page. And on that thank you page, there typically is a video. And that video tells them, congratulations on downloading the piece of information, whatever that may be, the book, the checklist, etc. And while the link is being sent to you in your inbox, watch this short video. And they watch the video, and the video talks about the product, service, or what you do as an insurance producer or an agency. So if you're commercial, we'll talk about the great things you do with commercial insurance and how different you are from everybody else, and the fact that everybody is quoting the same thing and giving you cookie cutter programs, but you're different because you're looking at their individual needs. And instead of going to the big boys with insurance that get the same cookie cutter proposals everybody else is giving, you're going to show them a customized solution that's going to address your specific needs and your cost points. And that's a much better vision than get a quote, get a quote, get a quote. So if you'd like more information and learn how to participate in this type of program, click below and set up a time for us to meet. And they get sent to a piece of software that is either Calendly or Schedule Once, and they go ahead and they set up a time based on your calendar availability, and then you can add a questionnaire if you want, where they are asked some questions before the meeting is actually set. And then when it's set, it actually appears on your calendar, and you get emails, and they get a series of emails prepping them for the call. Now, what the heck does this have to do with direct mail? I'm about to show you. The 4-step process is repeatable with this. And pardon me, I just lost the eraser. So the 4-step process is repeatable with this in the form of a follow-up campaign. So once somebody actually takes action, let's say they don't set an appointment. Well, you can do something. You can send them a follow-up, and that follow-up is one of 4 steps, and we're going to show you both ways to do it. We have an email, and in the email it says, hey, we noticed that you stopped by and you didn't set an appointment. Well, click here and set an appointment. If they open that email and they set an appointment, they get taken back to that calendar. If they don't, they get another email, and that email says, hey, I put together a quick video for you. I know you didn't set an appointment, but here's a little bit more information. Why don't you go ahead and watch that quick video for free? And if they go ahead and set an appointment, they get put in the calendar system. If they don't, they get another one. And if they don't respond to that, they get another email. Now, that's important because that's part of the follow-up system. If you don't have a follow-up system that is using the correct verbiage, as I say, it's not going to work. Now, the second way to do this instead of email, or better yet, along with email, is you set it up using a campaign of retargeted ads. So if the original person came from Facebook and didn't respond, what you do if they don't respond is you use that little thing that we call a pixel, which is a little piece of code that's put on the page where they clicked to. And if they clicked to it and didn't take a specific action on that page, then you can actually create an audience out of those people and retarget them. So in this case, they went to the page, they went to the video page, but they didn't book a meeting. So you would have an ad that they see, not everybody, just those people see. Let's say it's a video, and it's a video of you saying, hey, this is Crazy Al's Insurance, and I just want to say that I know you stopped by the page, you watched some of the video, but you didn't go ahead and set an appointment. You know, click here to set your appointment now, and don't miss out on this type of insurance. Now, that strategy, the 4-step to getting insurance lead strategy, is not new. It's actually quite old. It's actually been used by marketers for about 100 years. But the point is, you can take that and you can bring it up to date, and you can make it work in today's media market. I mean, let's face it, everything has changed over the past 50 years, except the way insurance companies sell insurance for some reason. They just figure, yeah, get a phone book and call everybody. They don't realize that there are no such things as phone books as they knew it way back when. So what does this mean? It means that insurance professionals really need to get adept and adroit at using the social media in the right way. And it's not something the insurance companies are keen on. As a matter of fact, most insurance agencies that you come across, they block Facebook, they block YouTube, they block things. You can use LinkedIn. Well, LinkedIn is pretty much useless for a lot of that stuff. Not all of it, but a lot of it, because LinkedIn is nothing more than the world's greatest and largest help wanted site. You know, they go from one company to another. It's interesting watching some of these guys go from like 30 companies over a period of 10 years. It's actually pretty funny. At any rate, one of the things that we're doing here at Insurance Sales Control is we're on a mission to help insurance agents understand social media better and understand there's a better way. Listen, you know, if you got a sales manager that's telling you, you know, just dial for dollars, the guy really doesn't get it. It's okay. He could be a great guy, but he doesn't get it. Just ignore him. You have to use social media today in order to get your message out in your community, in your state, or larger. And like you're watching this video, you can put videos together too. And there's a secret to doing that. There's actually a process to get noticed. There's a process to engage people, and there's a process for them to reach out to you. So we have decided, we put together a social media boot camp, which is going to open up at the end of this week. And when it does, it's going to be a great thing only for insurance producers and other financial professionals. If you're a marketer, you can get some value out of this, because we're going to go in some detail on some funnel building, but it's really geared for insurance agents who may know a lot about social media, may not know anything about social media. So this is going to be made up of a 3-part Facebook masterclass, where we're going to show you how to set up Facebook the right way, how to set up the business page the right way, how to get it to talk back and forth to people magically through bots. And we're going to then take you through and give you a complete end-to-end system for acquiring new contacts, new leads, new client opportunities at will. And we're going to show you the different ways that operates. And then we're going to be there holding your hand as we build these things, you know, one step at a time. Now, I'm going to say this, you know, I'm going to be your coach through this. And there are a lot of people out there that say, oh, we're going to be a handy-dandy guru. I'm not a guru. I'm an insurance guy. I was licensed in 1991. The last 10 years in the business in retail, I was fortunate enough to produce over $200 million of insurance business. I was responsible for that $200 million of insurance business. That's $20 million plus a year. Now, full disclosure, I did not get to keep all the commissions. The agency kept the lion's share, but I didn't do too bad. And I got to do a lot of fun things with my share of the money. So what does that mean? Well, it means that you're going to actually have somebody who's in the business, who's a major producer in the business, show you how all this stuff works, not some kid who just bought a book on, hey, I'm a Facebook advertising guru. They haven't got a clue. They haven't got a clue for a lot of reasons, which we're not going to go into here. You know, second, you know, and one of my frustrations, people buy leads from people who really don't know the industry, so they buy leads. And as a result, they get the leads, and they kind of suck. And, you know, if you ever had, you know, bought leads or expected to get Facebook and they kind of didn't go well, go ahead and leave a comment in below and let us know. it's frustrating. So the purpose of this is really to get you up to speed, to set you up right on the social media platforms, to get them working to give you leads, whether it's organic, which means free, or through paid advertising. And we're going to keep that advertising low. So you can expect when you're done to have a complete end-to-end machine client acquisition system that's going to encompass several different methods of getting people in through different aspects, whether it's cold traffic, whether it's email, whether it's purchase traffic, or organic traffic. All aspects are going to be covered. We're also going to give you some bonuses, and the bonus is going to be a complete training on how to put these ads and literally cut and paste different parts of them so your ads will pull people to get leads right away. We're also going to show you how to turn these leads into appointments and help you build that digital sales funnel with you. We're also going to give you a bonus and show you how to target high-value clients the right way. You know, targeting is not just setting an area and setting a few demographics. Facebook is this magnificent gonculator that allows you to peel back the onion and target people based on demographics, psychographics, and behaviors. And that's exactly what we're going to show you how to do. We're also going to give you some bonuses. We're also going to give you some Instagram and a Facebook engagement bonus, which really is not ever been taught anywhere in the industry, but we're going to do it for you for insurance because I think it's very important. My clients use it and it works very well. So why am I doing this? I'm going to be your coach. And as a coach, my job is not to get you clients. My job, like Bill Belichick, is to get results. Bill Belichick is the coach of the most winning football team, the New England Patriots. And yes, I'm from New England, and if you losers don't like the New England Patriots, well, too bad. Just kidding. Well, no, it is too bad. We're the best. Woo-woo. It's funny how we take credit for the football teams. We had nothing to do with it except screaming and yelling at a TV and can't talk the next day. Anyway, so Bill Belichick's job is not to win games. That is not what he's there for. Bill Belichick's job as a coach is to get you to produce, is to show you what you need to do to get the results for what you're doing. So if you're a linebacker, he's going to show you how to get results. If you're the quarterback, he's going to work with you, show you how to get results. Tight end, he's going to work with you, show you how to get results. That's what Bill Belichick does. And then he looks at the big picture and he manages the team so that everybody gets the maximum results. That's what a coach does. So we are not going to go into a 15-year diatribe history about what social media is and learn about the history. That's a bunch of bullshit. We're going to show you what you need to know about these certain parts, how to get them working for you, and how to get them producing the results that you want, which ultimately is going to be a paying client. That's what this social media bootcamp is all about. So it's not for everybody. If you're somebody who's just wants to get it like a book on the shelf and not play along, it's not for you. If it's somebody who is like new in the business, you have no money to invest in your business, you're broke, it's not really for you because you don't have the money for it and you can't have the money to invest in your business for ads, even though technically this would be a great program for you because it would get you a heck of a lot more clients. So if you could have access to a credit card, it would be an ideal thing. Who is this for? Somebody who really knows that they want to dominate their market, that they want to kick everybody else out in what they're doing in their marketplace, and they want to be number one. That's what this is for. Somebody who wants to play along, who wants to learn what to do, how to do it, and how to implement it fast and get results fast. Those are the people who are in this group. Now, there are only 25 seats left, and a handful of them already taken. So if you think this is a program you want to participate in or learn more, we're going to have an address put in after this recording in the comments. And I want you to go to insurancesalescontrol.com/schedule. That's insurancesalescontrol.com/schedule. And go ahead and set up a time to me, and either myself or one of my staff will talk to you and give you a social media blueprint during this strategy call and find out what your business is about, what you want to learn, what you need to do. And then if it seems like we're a good fit, and it seems like you're gonna go after a gung-ho, and we like what you're doing, and we want to be helping you, we're gonna extend an invitation to join the boot camp. But it's not everybody's going to get in. So please, if you're interested, now's the time to make it happen. Again, go to insurancesalescontrol.com/schedule and set up your meeting. We're going to be back tomorrow with another training. So I got a question, do cufflinks? Everybody knows I wear cufflinks. So these cufflinks here, wore those the other day. These are tanzanite. I think it's this mineral from South Africa. It's really cool. It's not diamond, but they're tanzanite. They make rings and everything out of them. So it's kind of cool. So anyway, we'll see you later. Remember, insurancesalescontrol.com/schedule. This is Mark Gilday. And remember, Don't have yourself a great day, have yourself a Gilday. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.